Hey there, folks. How are we doing? I hope you're doing good. I am, you know, just, we're getting over, this is day two of heat wave. So yeah, we had a little bit of a respite from the hot weather, and then we're right back into it, which is typical. We usually have like an up and down thing, but anyway, you will be proud of me because I did not spend any money this week. I did, however, find an item that I spent some money on quite some time ago, and that's going to be this week's midweek video. You'll see that. It's hysterical what you find when you move things around. So that's what's coming up this week. So you'll see that. But I thought what we chat about for this week in unnecessary spending is the Louis Vuitton makeup that has everyone up kind of in a frenzy. And, I meant to grab this before I sat down. So let me go grab it. 2 seconds. See, this is the best part about moving the room around is that I can just get up and grab stuff and then come right back and chat about it. So if you don't know the drama, the tea, the whatever, Louis Vuitton Beautè by Dame Pat McGrath is coming in hot at like double the price of this beauty. And I can't say I'm surprised. I don't think I've seen any information about what the cost is going to be in Europe. All the information I've read is in US dollars, which, $160 for a lipstick, 200 and some odd dollars for an eyeshadow palette is excessive. And then there's all the other accessories that are coming along with it. But the actual consumables, those were mind-boggling prices. And at first I was just like, oh, what the hell are they thinking? And then I'm looking at it, I'm like going, okay, I get it. It's a refillable component. The refills are going to be significantly cheaper, as I understand. So I can kind of see it. And the reason why I'm starting to justify possibly purchasing an item is because of that aspect. And case in point, that's why I went and grabbed it, is this brand, the House of Sillage. I have 5 of these, I think. At least 4 that I can see of these specialty lip cases. Now, granted, I got most of mine in a mystery box, so, at most, I paid probably $100. But these retail for, I think, $200 or $300, and that's just the case. You, of course, get a nice hard case and a dust bag and everything, but then you have to buy your refill separately, and it's not the biggest refill, but I was very much, and still am, a fan of this brand. You can't get it anywhere but the website. Well, actually, I think Neiman had House of Sillage for a while, but nowhere near me. So online only. Why I'm not so, I guess, up in arms about this being so expensive is because it was so unique and niche, plus the different patterns, the colors. It was very interesting. So you buy the component and then you just buy the refill separately. So you're getting 2 pieces. Whereas the LV, and I'll see if I can find some pictures and insert everything that I'm talking about here. The LV seems to be where you have to buy the component and the product together, and then you can buy refills. So I'm a little bit just confused about the concept of it. So I don't know if I want to have so many of, I don't know. It kind of baffles me. It's not the same as the Hermes ones that, yeah, $80 is expensive for a lipstick, but some of the specialty ones have unique cases, so it makes sense why you would buy the unique case. But the LV one, not so much. I mean, it's pretty, but whereas these, to me, had at least some, it's Swarovski crystals all over it. It had some aspect of being interesting. So I had hoped LVs would be a little bit more, I don't know, just have a little bit more to them. They are still relatively pretty. I like the, the design on them, but I'm not sure it's worth $160 though. So it just kind of depends on if the refills can be like capped and stored separately. So where you only buy like the one full size apparatus and you buy the refills at like $50 a pop. I might do it. And then the balms are in like a white case, the lipstick's in a black case, so on and so on. So I don't know. It seems like a stretch for sure. And then of course I texted my CA and she's like, yeah, we're not getting it in Portland. And if you can't go see it and try it out, I don't think I want to just buy it sight unseen either. So if they're only going to have a handful of boutiques in the US have them, it's probably not something I want to do. First world problems, totally. But I did want to try it out. I was intrigued. So anyway, my rant is over for the week. We are going to do all the things that we normally do. Pick out the fragrances, pick out the nail color of the week. I've already started taking off the nail color because it was, in fact, I think I already took all of it off. I did. It had chipped down to basically nothing as of this morning. So it just was like, why even bother showing you when there was just basically little islands of color left of this one. So this one did not last well at all. And it might be because of the formula. I think I mentioned several months ago when I last wore the color changing that these apparently expire, which I had no idea nail polish did. So that's one little thing. We're going to get a different nail polish and fragrances, pick out another bag for the week, talk about how the medicine bag worked out. Yeah, just see how things are going. We're coasting into the end of, technically the end of summer. I know it's not officially the end of summer, but once you're going into Labor Day, it's the end of summer. And yeah, just gonna do the things. So I'll see you over there in a few minutes. Okay, we're over here at the fragrance counter. And yeah, it was a week. The back row is pretty status quo because, the vanilla of Vanilla Sky is one of my favorites. I liked mixing it with the Clementine California, but I even wore that by itself. This one, the Whispers of Admiration, every time I wear it, it kind of surprises me because it doesn't smell the way I remember it. So this week, it reminded me of a Trap Revs, but I swear that it had a different scent to it the last time I wore it. So it's a very interesting fragrance. And so are all the Whispers line. I like this one because it's sweeter, and all the other two that I have large sizes of, I'm going to go ahead and do this. These two right here, these are heavy, like florals, although I believe I think it's this one. This one's the licorice-y kind of smelling one, so it's not as florally, but there's still like jasmine as their underlying note, and it's just like a little too much for me. But anyway, I digress. The new ones, Erin and Narcotic Delight, those were not at all what I was expecting at all. The Erin, I didn't mind it. I thought it would have more citrus, which is why Clementine California. I thought I was going to smell more of the grapefruit, and I can't remember the other citrus note in it. All I could really smell was the floral. So not bad though, not heavy, not headache inducing, but just a little too much floral for my technical liking, but I'd still wear it. I don't know how fast I'll go through the bottle, and I don't know if I'd repurchase it per se, but it's not bad. It's just not high up on my list. I've already got enough scents in this kind of realm, in like Jo Malone. I think I've got a couple Dior that smell like this. It's just not something I need more of, but if it comes back into my life in advent calendars or elsewhere, I'm happy to have it there. No problem. I'll wear it again. Narcotic Delight though, Initio, this little puppy. I was so disappointed in the fact that it wasn't as sweet as, I'll put the notes on the screen, as sweet as it's supposed to be. It's supposed to have cherry and cognac and vanilla, tonka, pink pepper, all of these scents that I've had in other fragrances. I like pink pepper in Wonder Woman here. And I didn't get those notes. I didn't really get the sweetness. When you first spray it, it has a very sharp alcohol kind of just, I almost want to call it bitterness, but it's just a pungence. There we go, pungency. There was this pungency that almost hurt my nose when I sprayed it, and it was just unpleasant at first. It eventually wore off and was, bearable, but it was not what I was expecting at all. And it's just, I will not repurchase that. I don't know if I want to try anything else from the brand, because I believe this was as gourmand leaning as they had. I'll do some more digging, but I'm pretty sure this was the only promising one. Yeah, so a little bit disappointed in that, but I mean, not bad. Like I said, the notes and everything, it just, all I could really smell was that one astringent, pungent note, and it just threw the whole thing off for me. So that was the tray. Let's go find something else. We're going into the last week of summer, but next weekend is Labor Day weekend, so we're not bringing out holiday. Let me figure out what the trade trend's going to be this week. We'll see. I know it's going to be hot, so I want to wear not something too heavy, but let's see. We'll be right back. And we're back. We are going to be in a fruity, creamy realm this week. So we're going to do a nice light body mist of Creme Vanille. We're going to do Kayali's lemon fragrance. We're going to do strawberry milkshake from Juliet Has a Gun. Then we're going to try this one out again. I haven't worn this one nearly enough. Haven't been giving it much love. That is the Sweet Atelier Sweet Dream from House of Sillage. Very peachy, peach pie kind of cement to it. And that makes me want to think about Bitter Peach from Tom Ford. And I want to do a comparison between the two of them, because I believe they are slightly similar. So that's why I picked those two. So that is the tray of the week. Okay, so we're putting this little bad boy back. And we need something that's going to not chip, that's going to stay on and sort of, I guess, nourish these little puppies. Something relatively low key though. However, what do I want to, there, too much drama. I think we're going with this one. Lots of sparkle, but not a whole lot of maintenance. So that will be the color of the week. And then there was two. You got the itches, mamas. We're doing it down. There's a whole lot of debris out here. It's the inkling of fall, even though it's hot as hell out here. What do you think? What do you think? What are you sniffing? Are you sniffing my leg? You are. Doing the sniffs? Are you a good girl, mama? You are. You're the best little mama. Oh my goodness. You're the best little mama. The best little mama. You are. The prettiest. The prettiest bug. I already have my phone out, but here we go. We have the Madison Lindsay in patent leather. Oddly, it had a sticky feel to it sometime this week. It doesn't feel sticky right now, so I'm assuming it's leaching the humidity that was in the air earlier this week, and now that it's the Sahara Desert outside, that has gone. So we will pack it away. She was a fine carry. It certainly is not my normal style. This was really out of my comfort zone. I do not wear reds. However, I wear a lot of black. I'm wearing black and white today. White skirt, and a black shirt. I wear a lot of black and white, so this will be fine. But it wouldn't normally, and I've got my lotion. I just went to the salon for eyebrow waxing, grooming, as if I'm the dog, which is pretty much what I'm doing. Anywho, yeah, so fine carry. I really like having the little scarf accessory. That's really, really cute on here. Definitely carries all the things. Definitely a cute little bag. This also stopped being sticky as well. I think I mentioned that before. Let's get everything out. I do want to, the SLGs that I have, I kind of wanted to swap some of these out, but I'm not sure what I want to carry. So we'll see. It depends on what purse I pick out, what will make sense. So definitely glasses. I'm going to swap the glasses out. We'll see about everything else. So that was everything that fit in the bag. I'm going to stuff her, take off the cherry scarf and put that away in my little scarf or twilly storage unit. That's where it should go. And find out what I want to carry this week, because I have no idea. I'll be right back. Okay, I full on was going to grab a bag I wore like, I don't know, 4 weeks ago, because as we're closing out summer, I shouldn't say I can only, but traditionally I only use white bags during the summer because of the weather. And I don't know, I'm still in that old school tradition of you don't wear white after Labor Day, which is so stupid, but that's just, you know, I'm old. So I'm kind of splitting the difference here. I have some excitement. I have bought this bag to be a work bag, and I've used it a couple times for work. It's just a skosh too small for a work bag, so I think I'm going to put it back into being just in the collection. This is the Michael Kors collection Miranda bag, so very minimal branding on the bag. It's lined in suede. Was very much an it bag, I believe, in the 2010s. It might have been the 2000s. I'm completely blanking on, but I've got images of like Jessica Alba and all the people, all the Heidi Klum, all the starlets of the day carrying this bag. I did a video about it too. I'll link it. But when I saw it on the Real, and it was like sub $100, I was like, mine, going to buy it. But again, white and black, can only use it during a certain time of the year. So we're going to use it now. And it's ludicrously capacious, I believe is what Caleb says. It has some quilting here on the outside and inside. This is the wrong size organizer, but it keeps it upright. It really squishes and becomes a mess. So phone, card case, I'm not going to swap out of the SLG this week. So I'll have room for everything that I want to carry. And then we'll make time for next week changing stuff out. But I will change my sunglasses. So we're taking the Fendi's, putting them away, and we're going to go back into the YSLs because they are a nice dark black shade and I really like to wear them. So that will go in. And then whatever else, if I have to go into work, I can get the computer in here if need be, so I can make this work for work if I pop in this week, which might happen. And yeah, so that is the bag of the week. It was at one point standing up much nicer, but I've allowed it to get squishy. Maybe I will make an effort to shape it. And it just kind of closes by its squishiness and these little kind of auxiliary ties, but they don't really do anything. They're just kind of there to, you know, swing off the bag and flop around and do the thing. But the Michael Kors Miranda, that will be the bag of the week. And it certainly is not light by any means, but just kind of felt like carrying it. So there we go. I just got 2 really bad spam texts. Like, I know they're spam texts. They're like stupid. Like, the first one is some claims to be a recruiter, has a job for me. I mean, I got to jump on this chance immediately. But why it's so funny is because not only did I get it here at home, and I'm watching it on my computer here, or, you know, on my monitor, but it came to my work cell phone as well. And I'm like, that's interesting, because you definitely can't Google both. So it's just kind of funny. But the other one was one of those ones with like so many letters and numbers, and the domain is hysterical. But it's, your FedEx ground shipment can't be delivered. You must contact us within an X amount of time. It's being embargoed, basically. I'm like, so, sir, I subscribed. I have my UPS My Choice account. I have my FedEx Delivery Manager account. I have my UPS Informed Delivery. USPS Informed Delivery. I literally have all of the, different services that tells me what's coming and going. So I don't need your little text trying to trick me into, sending you money for my embargoed package. But anyway, I'm just laughing. So we've done the nails. It's this clear thing. Going to get this edited and out the door. We're going to run to Trader Joe's really fast, get that errand out of the way before it gets too hot. And then just hopefully just hang out in the air conditioning, because it's supposed to be upper 90s. Yesterday was 101, I think it was. So I'm ready for fall. Ready for fall. I believe Dutch Brothers put out their fall drinks already. Starbucks, I don't know when you're coming with your drinks, but it's time. It's pumpkin spice time. Let's move along. It's almost my season. I gotta start planning Vlogmas. It will be here before we know it. What am I gonna do this year? I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't have all my children, which were such a big part of last Vlogmas. So it's going to be different. We're going to figure something out. We're going to move ahead. It's a new year. It's a new time. We'll see how it goes. So I hope you have the best week ever. Tell me what you're carrying, what you're into. Are you buying? No one's buying the LV makeup. Let's just be honest. But if you are, I'm intrigued. Will you be the guinea pig first, or which one of us will cave first? That's what I'm wondering, because I am a sucker for things like this. It will probably be me. Let's be honest. I'm just that kind of person. So we'll see. It's supposed to launch here on the 25th and globally on the 29th. So if this time next week something is in front of me, don't judge me. I'm asking for forgiveness in advance. We'll see. Okay. Have a good week, everybody. See you next time. Bye.